Hello, 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 hello. Good morning and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ngada Gwem right here in the media. PNA Newsline Media Broadcast in Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be hosting a very important show today with leaders and members of Jieeng Padang community in North America and elsewhere in the world. So please join us in wherever you might be. These leaders and members will voice their concern on the deadly insecurity in Malakal. So I will have the chairman of Jieeng Padang community here in the United States and also Jieeng Padang community leader in Canada. They will be here to join me, and also I will have different members. Some of them will be joining us here in the studio if the internet will be able to allow them to join. Here in America and in South Sudan, people like Billy Luke, they will join us if he had an access, and also Mary Deng, and also Daniel Yuot. These people are the figures, members of our community. And if we have a problem like what is going on in Malakal, these are the right people to send a message. Our message will be very short and clear to the President of the Republic of South Sudan, Salva Kiir Mayardit. The issues of Malakal has been ignored for so long. People dying every single day. The UNMISS compound within Malakal is where the insecurity hiding. Based on what people have heard, they're saying that people sneak out from the compound and they go out and do some bad thing, and then they come running in back to the compound. UN is not doing anything. The UNMISS, that's what I call UN. You need to understand between UN and the UNMISS. This UN in Malakal, if the government of South Sudan is the government of the people, and is the government who could listen to the voices of the people, that camp need to be closed down. Need to be closed down. If this IDP personnel, if they belong to Chuluk, they have to be relocated in Chuluk area. If they belong to Nuer, they have to be located in the Nuer area. If they belong to Jieeng Padang, they have to be located in Jieeng Padang area. And the city need to be leave free. You can't have a IDP in the city. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me see if my guest speaker are here. So let me double check. Bear with me. I don't have a music to play, because when you play music here now, we get in trouble with the copyright. So I don't have any music. So understand that. For my viewers, please bear with me. Technology is a bit challenge to us. So, Wilson, I'm sending you the link, and also Abielcon, I'm sending you the link. Please, let me invite you all to join me. Abiel in Chatwech invitation, and Wilson, I don't know it telling me I cannot send you. I don't know what happened to your account. So could you find another way you can? I will share the link, but try to click on the link if the link will bring you in. Let me try it one more time. Yeah, it's not going to Wilson. Something wrong for his account. Abiel, see if you can come. So let me copy the link. I give it to Wilson. Here is the link on the comment. So for those of you who like to come, the link is right there. You can find. I can share it on my Facebook page. Then you guys could go to my Facebook page and come in. Let me try Mary Deng. Mary Deng, I'm invited you as well. Yeah, Mary Ding, I send you. Bill, like Mary Ding, I send her a link. But for Wilson, it's not. So Wilson, something wrong with your account. I don't know how come. It's weird. Let me keep trying it. No, it's not going. So I can find a different way to send it to you. I will mute myself because I'm uh, one thing that I want to mention to all my viewers, those who will be able to join me in the studio, remember this show will be live on Facebook and it will be live on YouTube. Whatever you come and say here will remain there on Facebook and also on YouTube. So make sure, be aware of what you say during our conversation. And it is a very important day for us. Hello, Wilson. Did you see the link? I sent the link. Let me do it over here for you. Yeah, Wilson, you have a problem. Every time I pull up your account, it doesn't go through. So see if you can get the link from my Facebook and click on it, and then it will bring you to the studio. So I try, it's not working. So here is the link. If you can see it. So I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I sent it through Messenger, Wilson, but it's not going through. So let me do again on the Messenger. Let me mute myself. Mary Ding, I think you are not in die with in Wilson, but let me see why you guys don't see the link. I share the link. I think you are not in die with in Wilson, but Wilson, Jatinga, I send you. I log out from the studio and I send it to you on my on my uh, on my messenger. So see if the link come through. And Mary Ding, did you see the link on your phone? Mary and Giz, I send you the link. Yeah, Abiel, you said you're gonna join her in a few minutes, so you guys could join me. We will continue to wait. They have a time to come. As I told you, the software we use nowadays is a little complicated. If you are not smart on how to use all these devices, it is always a headache. But be patient with us. If you don't be patient, then it will be a problem. But you have to be patient. Let me call Mary Deng and see why she's not getting in. Maybe she needs some help. All right. Wilson, I'm still waiting for you. And Abiel, I'm still waiting for you guys. Because this show is all about you to come and express your voices to the president. The problem of Malakal should not be ignored by the leaders across the aisle in the government of South Sudan. They need to find a solution. Because if this IDF is where the insecurity is a threat to the people in town, they have to close it down. They have to tell the UNMISS to remove that camp out from Malakal. That is what we are suggesting strongly as the solution. That camp need to be closed down in Malakal. Move it to somewhere else. Because people cannot die for innocent. Last month, an innocent person was killed. And I hope that Wilson and Abiel will come and help to explain this message very clearly. An innocent man was killed. He was a taxi driver. He went there and picked up people and delivered them to the IDF camp. Then in his arrival, people were waiting on him. Then they surrounded him and they killed him. Somebody with no nothing, no weapon, no nothing. He's this taxi driver, and they killed him. And when people asking who killed these people, who killed this person, people said the people who killed him, they are inside the camp. They're inside the camp. So why this camp was created to create security that will continue to kill innocent people in Malakal? It is the hell no. And you Padang people, if you have power, Either you do it with violence, or do it by raising up your concern to the government. Both choice will work for you, because this is annoying, and stupid to be ignored. People need to tell the message clearly to the government of South Sudan, even to the government for the people. They have to listen. President Kiir needs to come up with another decision. Because problem of Malakal should not be ignored. So I'm still waiting for my speakers. Because pan Chin government has nothing to protect the civilian. Every year, thousands of police officers are being trained in South Sudan with the resource of the country. Thousands of police are being trained in the country. Even this week alone, I saw thousands of police were graduated from Central Equatoria. I saw Angelina Tang, the Minister of Interior. So what the purpose of the government of South Sudan wasted people money training the police, and the police are not protecting people? What is the purpose of training the police in South Sudan? What is the purpose of training the military in South Sudan? Someone could answer me. If the leaders who ruling the country, they don't know the meaning of the police in the country, if they don't know the meaning of the military in the country, we have to tell them from here. They are there to protect the civilian. So why in Malakal you let this IDP become a threat to the livelihood of the civilian? Malakal is a town that everybody should do their own business, not to have an IDP that are being accused they are the one create insecurity. If they are the one create insecurity, that camp need to be moved out from Malakal. If they are belong to Shuluk personnel, they have to be located in Chuluk area. If they are belong to Padang Jieeng, they have to be located in Padang Jieeng. If they are belong to Nuer or Maban or whoever in Upper Nile State, they have to be located in their own places and leave the city for business. That is a very, very short message and clear to the ears of the president. If we have a president in South Sudan, president who could listen to what the citizens are saying on social media. We are not the warmongers. We are the people who speak for the voices of those who cannot make it, or those who their case could not be heard. This is what we are doing here. So my people from Padang, you have two choices. It's not good every single night you hear somebody killed. Every day somebody killed. And you are sitting doing nothing. You have only two choices. Either you can do it with violence, or you tell, like the way I'm saying it, to the government. The government need to tell the UNMISS that camp need to be closed down. Period. No negotiation. If the UN is not protecting people inside the camp, why they have that UN camp inside? Now, the way I see it, and this is where I challenge the government of South Sudan, we don't have no government in South Sudan. UN is operate their own law. Countries operate their own law. Where this in the world? Now UNMISS is the one in charge of South Sudan, right? They can operate anything. People got killed in their own hand. Government don't do anything. Government did not regulate anything. What the point you have that government? If a government is a failed government, not able to protect their own citizens, and then give it to the UN, as Pagana Mom once said before. The UNMISS is there in South Sudan under the power of the people. They are not there for themselves. They are there for the people of South Sudan. If people of South Sudan say we don't need you, go, they can go. Hmm? You cannot just come here and listen and say, oh, okay, what he's saying makes sense. If it makes sense, tell the government of South Sudan, this is what the people of Padang are saying. The camp in Malakal need to be closed down, period. Either through what the citizens are saying or through violence, both can work. Violent and peaceful mean they both work in any society. If you do you report your problem several times and the government is not listening, the last resort is violence to do that. If the government of South Sudan want the people of Padang to do violence in Malakal, go for it. If you think that will be free you. Yeah, Wilson, welcome to the show. Yeah, hey, Wilson, welcome to the show, but you have no voice, so you need to mute it until we're not talking.
Huh?
You have to mute yourself in chat.
Oh, okay.
You're not settled.
Hold on, let me find the mute button.
Mute button is on the bottom. There you go. Jarrod chop in your head. Good. Jalip, open it back. Yeah, Wilson, welcome to the show. This show is very important. If you have a device behind you, you have to close all those devices. If you have another window open on your phone, you have to close that window except only the studio that we are in, so that there will be no noise around. So when you say your message will go clearly to the people, to the viewers. And our message is there, is running on the screen, saying leaders and members from Jieeng Padang community in North America and elsewhere will voice their concern. Let me ask you something. On the Malakal deadly insecurity inside Malakal. These leaders and members will ask for the close down of UNMISS camp within Malakal town to be relocated outside of Malakal. So, Wilton, this is the topic today. And we've been talking about this over and over and over. Nobody listened to. And people are keep losing their life daily, night, daily, monthly, yearly, and nobody listened to it. So before you guys talk about if the insecurity become continual like this, then Upper Nile need to be divided into administrative area. That's what you guys said before. But this part also will be in your talk. If this camp inside Malakal is caused the life of innocent lost every time, they come out and then they sneak in somebody, pick up people from somewhere and bring them inside camp, that person will not go out again. They kill person. And when people do investigation, they ping as point on the IDP inside the camp. So the UNIMIS who is in charge with that camp is not able to say anything. The government who is sitting in Juba is not
Angore.
yes, is not able to do anything.
Ngor.
Yes.
Let me leave the room and share the Krankanashi and we allow Walu share when I come to the mainstream. So yam room to kind of share fi forum it kujabila ben.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah,
Do that.
because it's
Do that.
okay. Let me see here. Like it show me the option. Let me see.
Yeah, it can let you share it because you're in the studio. But I can still share it over here on my end. Sometimes you can still stay in the studio on the phone, but on your phone
Yeah,
you
I am still now stay a Chiagam option. I thought it will not allow me. So
no, it will allow you.
I see it.
You've been on social media for century, Wilson. You should know all this.
The mainstream can go be used for a long time. Karang da chuban tiok to one.
Yeah. Yeah, I can share it. It's there on my page, but I can let people join us. Mary Ding supposed to come in, but they have a hard time to get in.
No, it's a hard time. It's a thing. It's not easy. So
Yeah.
And
So are you finished? So I can go talking.
now continuous talking. Let me share the room.
Okay. So this problem, people last month, one person was a taxi driver. According to my knowledge, he was driving somebody back to the camp inside Malakal. Then after that, he didn't come out. They killed him. It's a taxi innocent person. And then people say, "What killed him?" People ping ping at point to the IDF in inside Malakal. So this is the message here, Wilson, to our viewers and to the government of South Sudan under the leadership of Kiir Mayardit and Riek Machar. We, the people of Padang Jieeng, and especially we, the activists and leaders and members of our community, we are calling the government for a UNMISS camp in Malakal to be closed down. Those IDF, if they belong to Shuluk, they have to be located in Chuluk area. If they belong to Jieeng Padang community, they have to be located in Jieeng Padang community area. If they belong to Nuer, the same thing. The Maban, the same thing. So this is our true message. Either this need to be heard peaceful mean like what we are saying here, or people have to do it in violence. Two way can work. Violence can work. Peace. Mean peace can work in this world, because we've been talking over and over and over, and we're losing the life of innocent people who don't know who is Salva Kiir, people who don't know who is Riek Machar. They're innocent doing their normal life, but people keep killing them. So what the point you, the people of Padang in Malakal, why you accept this UN to be located, UNMISS inside Malakal? Why you don't let them to be located somewhere else? So this is the topic today. We want to tell President Kiir, either he like to hear it or not, either we send our concern as a criticism, it both fine with us, because we are speaking on the voice of our people. Like every time person died, we cannot bring the life of that person back. So if the government is failed, UN is failed, UN is not protecting people in the camp. The UNIMIS, that's what I mean. The government of Malakal itself, because they have a government in Malakal, they fail. They can bring all the police in Malakal to secure the city, by all means, because government has power. Also, the government of South Sudan training thousands of police every year, every year. Where are those police go? And those police are being trained using the resource of the country. Like yesterday in Central Equatoria, thousands of police were graduated in Central Equatoria. Why the government don't send those police to go and secure those camps? If the government is not doing, then you guys could choose the violence, if that will help. So welcome to the show, Wilson.
I thank you, Brother Ngor, for hosting the show. I know it is not easy. People are working in America, but we always take our time whenever there is concern back home. We have to find the time to come and sharing our view and our ideas based on the topics. I also greet your audience who are listening. If you are with us, please try to share the room so we can have more people to come and listen to us. It's very important. If you don't want to comment, you can just share the room so the room can have a lot of viewers or listeners that can come and listen to the show. This is a message. Bengor, as you said, on a day 30, this is where the chaos took place in Malakal town, where one of the driver from Padang was killed. Kira Ben is a normal guy who been using his own vehicle, taking people from shopping center where the IDP who live in a camp, they will come all day long in Malacca running their business. But when they go back to the POC, they have to have a right, I believe, POC between POC and Malakal town, where there is a shopping is another. According to what people are saying, is about 15-minute drive a car. So if it is 15 minutes, then you're looking, you can on foot, you may be walking on a 40 something minute to 50 minutes or even 1 hour. So that gentleman has been killed in the front of the United Nations compound there right away. After he dropped the people, he was killed and then later uh, caused the chaotic because one of his assistant driver is the one who ran away and come told to people that Kira Ben was killed. And when people come, they were about to ban him. Uh, the history of POC Aquana is repeating itself. Uh, it is now, I think it is the third incident. In 2017, this is where about 15 Dinka Padang were killed in POC. A few Fanan Kabir Bitapawin Randirwan. If you go to the video of the Pawin Datar group dancing, there is a tall guy who used to wearing a
Yeah,
white thing.
I see that is also in hot
Okay,
dog video on
yeah,
YouTube. Yeah.
that guy was killed in the POC of Malakal with other group. So what happened that time, the Padang who were in POC, they left the POC and they come out. Some went all the way to their village and live there. Nuer and Chiluk left there. Last year, Nuer fought with the Chiluk again in POC. They killed a person from Nuer and they burned him there. And when criminals were about to be asked by the government, they went to this POC. And up to now, this case have nowhere to be found. But the criminal get away with the murder case. So now this is the third time again. And Nuer left last year. Now who left in the POC is the Shell alone. If that the case, we the Padang group here, activists in outside and leadership here, we are saying for temporal solution right now, the POC need to be shut down. That's the first step by the government of South Sudan. If they don't want to shut it down, it will be better to be relocated to the Chola land, which is West Bank, where they can be safe with no anybody if they think they are not safe. If they are Nuer, their POC need to be taken, but I believe there is no Nuer anymore. But that's what we were been campaigning a couple of years back when the POC become a crime scene or a safe haven for those who kill people. We say this safe haven need to be relocated to where these people think they are not safe in Malakal. They need to go to their homeland. If they are from Nuer, this should be located to Nasser town or to Maywood so they can be free. If they are Shala, they need to be located to the West Bank, either Fashoda, where there is a headquarter of the king, or Kadok, or anywhere. So Padang is calling for the POC to be closed down or relocated. The other permanent solution, and that's what we were been saying time and time again, this conflict in Afrinal, it built too much hatred between these five tribes in Afrinal. It is not going to be easy for people to stay together for this time being right now because 2013 created a lot of hatred among the tribe. So we were being calling for a separate total three state where the Chola will be given to their state, Nuer with their state, and Jieeng Padang with their state. Even Maban, if they want their state and Koma, let them have it. That we see this will be a temporal solution because there are a lot of the hate speech just recently from one side, especially the Shiluk activists on the social media, they are calling for really people to fight more. And not only just a normal Shiluk. These are groups that I can term them. These are two groups who happen to be the a group of the opposition or rebel here. Uh, there is a group of of this guy of Paganamum. The really SPLM or Paganamum have a show or have a social media called Voice of People, headed by Brother Edward. I don't know if so many of you come to Clubhouse. Sometimes he did in the Facebook and both sides, Clubhouse and Facebook. If you see the language that this guy has been spoken these 2 days, it's a hate speech against the Padang, where he's calling the government is a government of the Dinka. If, and that's what the opposition are campaigning. Two of them. One of them is an IO, and this message go to the government of Upper Nile State and the government of Salva Kiir itself. The campaign here and most of the South Sudanese opposition, they are opposing Gabila. Instead of criticizing the SPLM, if you see the language, everything is Dinka, 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 Dinka. And the main Dinka who are in target, these are the Dinka in Afrinal, either being in Afrinal State or Jongle or Unity State. These people are the main target. And the reason is obviously, A, because simply they are Dinkas. Two, they are not happy. They think that they were about to shut your government down. If the Padang were not there, they would have to shut down the oil. And after they shut down the oil, the government of Salva Kiir will collapse economically. These are the two reasons that they are hating the Padang to the max, saying that Padang is the protector of this current government. And we know the reason when we were fighting with them. It's not about oil. We know that this tribal agenda is to come and kill our people and loot the people. That's what we know for this group. They don't come for change. They came for actually to come and kill people and loot other people's property. And that's why the Jieeng Padang is stand firm, saying that no, we cannot allow this in our watch to come to our lands, kill our old people, like they did in some part of Jieeng Padang as we speak. They did to Baliet, they killed 300. They did to PG as we speak. Part of the PG is occupied by the sympathizer of the IO. Some are occupied by Nuer, some places are occupied by the Chola, and the government is not talking since the peace was signed. So we are telling to the government of Salva Kiir, again, I will repeat it, the total solution is to divide Upper Nile into so many administrative or 32 state version. Now, and the reason we're coming out, I don't know if you watch the social media, it's really anti-Dinkas group are gang up, regardless of what, instead of attacking your government, they are attacking the Gabila. So in that case, it making the entire Jieeng in Upper Nile to be vulnerable group to be target anytime. Because we know that they will never go to Juba where there is a share of the presidency, like what they did in 2013-14. Instead of them going to Juba, they end up targeting their own neighbors, their own people, live with them and kill them. That's what is going to be happen through the opposition. Like I say, the current people are incited, the violence in Malakal now, the current violence in Malakal, these are the group of the real SPLM and group of the IO with the guy called, there are two David who spoken 2 days ago, David Garkek, which is happened to be a brother-in-law of Riek Machar and Pagana, and then Edward, with his couple of Shuluk who are happen to be the members of the real SPLM of Pagana Mum. Now, if that case, the government of Salva Kiir is termed to be a government of the Dinka, and that's what I came out. Any rebellion head by any other tribe will be called to the same thing. So the real SPLM, the so-called real SPLM of Paganamum is the real SPLM of the Shola rebellion against the Padang. They are campaigning now. If you're talking about the IO is a Nuer government, IO government, because that's what they are preaching to us here, making this current government or the unity government, while they have all son come from different tribes, they are calling a Dinka government. Why they did that is to betray the Dinka, sell out the entire Gabila, have nothing to do with it. So to today's show in our time here, if there are people listening, this is the strong message. People can protest. The UN need to be closed down, the first one. Otherwise, they need to be relocated to the Shola land, which is West Bank, because Malakal town is not a Shola land, is the capital city of Upper Nile, should be left free of insecurity. So the business can go as usually. Anybody want to live there will live under the government of South Sudan or under government of the state. Now it looks like we have two government within the state. The UN government that protecting the criminal and the government of South Sudan who become a
Ignorant government.
toothless.
Ignorant government.
Yeah. The toothless government that of ours that cannot reach outside, I mean cannot talk to the UN and finger point them. Because who is UN? When UN come to any country, it is allowed by that government of that
Country.
who have who have a sovereignty right, you know. So the government still have a right to tell to the UN that I give you this place to stay. If that cannot, I want you to move here, and UN have nothing to say because these are agencies of the world, and there are countries totally.
Wilson, let me
Yeah, go ahead.
reinforce you with this statement here. You remember when McQueen went to Jonglei? You remember that time? McQueen want to go to
I
IDP camp
remember. Yes.
in Jonglei. And then the UN said, no, you cannot go in there. And then McQueen said, I'm the minister of the government of this country. If you not allow me to go inside to see what is inside that camp, how you gonna be operated here without our authority to get in your facility?
That's
McQueen went
correct.
there.
Yeah, he went there.
McQueen went
Yes.
there, and he find a lot of things that they are not supposed to be inside that camp. Do you see that camp now in Jonglei exists? No. So this problem, the son of Padang, if they really understand the situation, they are the solution. And the government will come later. Because that government of Kiir Mayardit is the government that is only benefit from the money they get from the oil that being produced in the area of Padang. And I have been saying this all these years. People said, oh, you are Nyagat. And I said, no, I'm an SPLM supporter. But if I'm an SPLM supporter, it will not give me a green card that I can stay without criticize the government. Because government is for the people. If the government is not regulate the UNMISS in Malakal, why they call themselves a government? So that means the UNMISS is the government of South Sudan. Because government has right to say, you UNMISS, why all this happen inside camp? Why this insecurity happening? Where is your security? If they are not provide security for the people who coming in and people going out, then government has the power to come up with another solution. Either you move this camp in other places, or it has to be closed down. But government of Kiir Mayardit is not saying anything. He's not saying anything. And now you heard they are campaigning on social media. They really SPLM. They went to Nairobi. They called themselves really SPLM. After what time they become really SPLM? And he's the same man who was saying South Sudan should be handed over the UN. It was not that Pagana Mom?
It's him.
Pagana Mom was the one who the Mal 14 was created during his leadership. The Mal 14 from northern Bargadal all the way to Rang. That Mal 14 Chijulo claim it was created during the Pagana Mom time when he was the Secretary General of the party. So this guy is a hypocrite. It's on Kawaja. He's a hypocrite. Kwajibena be Ben America and be Louis protest in New York. I be their problem with Mama Amir. So it is up to you, the people of Malakal, the people of Jieeng Padang within Malakal. It is your choice. Either if you wait, the government can come and protect you. No government. How many incidents happen? Government is not doing their part.
And
that's
one
why I
more.
said. That's why I said I'm not incited anything. I'm giving you the solution. Either you raise your concern, this camp to be closed down in a peaceful means, or through a violent. This two choice, violent. If that what the government want or that what the UN want, you guys have you have power. Why you let your innocent people be killed every day? Who is come to protect you? No. It is you, and tell them, the government, and tell the UNMISS, we don't need you. Close down and move. Period.
That is right, and this is what we want to educate our people when it comes. Who is the UN? UN is an organization formed by the so-called the World Power Group, and that's why the people who can make a decision are five permanent Security Council, which is an American, British, French, Russia, and China. And this group, each one of them have his own interest. So whatever going on in the world, they can violate it. Let not think that like UN come from heaven. UN created by people who want to control the world and have their own interests. Here in America, you heard that the UN headquarters is in New York. If Americans don't like members of that country to come to New York during the UN annually General Assembly, they cannot give you a visa to come to US. Simply why? Because US is the sovereignty of this government. They will refuse you. They will say, we don't need Mr. X and B to come to our country, while they are hosting UN here in the United States. But because they are government of this country, UN is they just hosting UN, but UN have no authority to dictate what US want. The same thing can apply to South Sudan. UN have no authority in South Sudan to dictate the decision of South Sudan government, the planning of South Sudan government, what they want to do in their country. When we were in Ethiopia as refugees in 97, 98, UN is not allowed to come to refugees camp without permit from the security of Ethiopian national security. If they come as a delegation coming from Geneva or anywhere, they have to be followed by several car of national security beside Ethiopia to come to camp and monitoring who is saying what and what that they recording. Their camera can be suffocated. That's the reality. Because you are the government. UN, you just host him. He's not over your authority. You are a sovereignty who have a right. But because our government, they don't know the right, they don't know the responsibility.
The government has failed. The government of South Sudan has failed to provide services to the civilian, and that's why they say if we kick the UNMISS out, and then no one will feed this IDF. That's the reason they are scared of, because the government is not providing services to the people of South Sudan. That's why they running after UN, after UN, after UN, and UN is being accused with so many things. Like before, it is the same UNMISS who was accused when they're traveling the weapon from central Equatoria to Rumbek. And then the leader in Rumbek, the late leader, Matur Shot. You mute yourself, Wilson. Why? What happened? Matur Shot was, you mute yourself, Wilson. Why you mute yourself? Somebody call you? Hello? Yeah, log out and come back. I think somebody called you. And then Maturishot was a smart leader. And after that, his security, he stopped those vehicles. And what they found inside were the weapon. And it is the same UNMISS. And the definition of UNMISS is United Nations mission in South Sudan. That is the definition of it. So this UNMISS has been accused with so many things. If they do it in other countries, they should be kicked out a long time ago. But they are operating their business in a lawless country leaders have no regulation to put in place, that they should be respect them. The UNMISS has to respect the sovereignty of South Sudan, because South Sudan is the member of the United Nations. They have to be respect. You cannot put gun inside your camp. Even when we were in Kenya, there's no gun in the camp. It is the Kenyan police who were protecting our refugee population in Kakuma or in Mogadishu, in Somalia. So only South Sudan, where the leader don't know what to do, that's why UNMISS is doing an unnecessary thing. Where in the world UN operating their own rule in the country, and the government is not questioning them, and the government is not put regulation in place that the UN should follow. Only in South Sudan. Wilson, you need to come back. I don't know what happened to you. People call you, or what happened? If you have a comment, you can put it on the comment part, and then I will share it on the screen. I'm still waiting for Wilson. I don't know what happened to him. Annabelle, you are not able to come in. Now time is going. Hello, Wilson, are you coming back? What coach Ben, coach Kwan die, what coach Jieeng Padang, Missy Ken Kudun. Kijia Muktine call a forum can ki Malakal, cam then the UN chin olo, ki koi knocked in, quachin UN, UN is Louis protect, government of South Sudan a chin in, and a Jiamok, and Okulil call me Kubadang when activists, call me Kubadang when leaders in diaspora, call members of Padang community, Kokulila. Yen kam kana Louis shut down. Wilson in Chuban, let me bring you back. Yeah, Wilson.
Ya ga yan ti yup taban win ta ping gol we leave ku bakran taban
Yeah,
de ko yup.
yeah. I don't know. Whenever people call it, cut you off. So I have another person came in here, Sonic Wall. Sonic Wall. Let me open your page so we should see you. I add you on the studio.
In ade message ka ba tweeten. I think I done with the speaking in English. This time I will speak in a Dinka.
Yeah, Sonic Wall is here. Sonic
Yeah.
Wall. Hello. Hello, brother.
I am
Yeah, I
here
know.
at just hold on. Gam time. I call direct
Yep.
talking.
Talk ada.
Yeah, Shaburot guy. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much. Was kuna denda kul bab enu babab joto.
Okay, siap sok adi ku palrot punya chan bikin wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ai ke jia moksin welcome ke jia moksin kakero in baloi brief very short kwen kake kwen kan inten. If you read it
Uh,
very silent, you can see what we're talking about. Kijia Moxine call on this media, came message labit in the government of South Sudan. IDP came to Malakal, Chirolo, KT insecurity losing. Human one, pen one to law. Do you understand Denga?
Yeah.
All right. Shiman is bo pen one to law, ran enough, Kukera, and is swag, because you're Bikala Kemi. Kemnen to inside Malakal, Kayana Kinman of the Galo could knock down Kira Ben. Enoch. Quite a year network, it continuing from the previous month, from the previous years. Kuyen unit action power be security set. Government of South Sudan has no power to regulate. Okay.
Ngor kene mendan era lena where ko loira da che ko be kwenyi chin. Kubro loya chan to
Oh,
save the
okay.
time.
Okay.
Let me conclude mine and then he can come up because we ran out of time. We are to loy but
All
1 hour.
right. I'll pick it up from there, Wilson.
So yin adek sort ka ba pierton adek sort tut ka ba chopping ko ke padang tin na big ping. Ko jo nang chi tut. Hold on. Ita wala ba asfiya la ayo. Yena be you can't even provide any security to these people. Kena wena bere ene chul guli krang free to na to America ko. Ako bak so the ping kichi ko gulu la karno. Now you came back to Malakal, you try to lie to citizens to come back to market, where it's controlled by Danka. Now, we among the bear the UNMISS. Chocolate. In Magan of Jede, young man and Saldare is so good, you know, Sajil. They'll chocolate without brows. I'm sure what a young dog. Young there comes to cool Milija Del, young labor with a Kalmalakal Basila. Few Kuma Pidun, Ukuma Lamal Salam. Albanal revitalized peace agreement on sharing power. Lema fiji tao ayo fi Malakal. Lema fiji tao wala fidakal Malakal. Lema fiji tao pipi fidakal Malakal. Lema fiji tao sawa fidakal Malakal. Lema fiji tao ayi go dogad for Malakal. Wenu salam for Male. Men ba mer on men ba wen. Therefore, you could surely work a UNMISS. We can bear the UNMISS. Come chol kijam gada malin bas. Salam de taram now bermuda tawil. Lakin anon biga tabanin anon bishakal dang kabara fi aradh tana. Men balin bas. Chol mena berang akta bar. Molnam. Am fi barada. Chol mena ber mulut. Molnam. Am fi barada. Ma de inshallah me ber de kanya ber de chang. Anon los katal na dang kada. Anon ma chinam tul dang kada. Anon ma chinam tul dang kada. Sheba budun budun ida. Anon ma chinam tul dang kada. Ubaden lo dang kada katalo. Man bisi baktu lite tezola gad fi jamu dawde. This is what happened in Malakal. Therefore, you must be warned that Molnam fi barada. Inchal magari yo ber mulut malfiu danga or rong malfiu danga Molnam. Mind the salam bena madanga. Therefore, utum siyazin da ichuluk da amal staff. You are the one killing our people. You lie to our people. God fi salam fi junuf. Inshallah been killed fi jua salam da. Salam da biga kabir, biga sakaranga man. Biga da mutot. Salam biga boktul fi shuluk mayom. Salam da gari sharap bongo. Salam da gari sharap marisa. Gari no man uzman boktul fi shuluk da salam da shuno. Akara salam da imti ban. We patna met salam da ga zon. Le de shuluk. Yo gari salam da. Why are you the one protecting that salam? Olay. Jina for salam. Whom let you could me salam fi dakal junub Sudan? You want me to kill the Sudan to kill the Sudan? Anyway, I will stop there. Uh, the reason that I am telling this, these are the group who are preaching the citing the war. He's saying walnam. He's saying to shuluk al guide firang, al guide fi mulut, al akta bar. Anina guiding mishkila bitana madenga mafi na da lokatel na denga fi malakal mumkin yaktulukum firang fi mulut. Arbedop, there are a couple of thousand shuluk guide fi manatak bitat padang. And that's why he's telling them Ngolnam, Amshi. But these people are planning for the war. And this is my message to my people. Taban, there are a lot of ignorant people. They may think we are inciting, but we are showing you the symptom of warning. He's not him alone. There are a couple of them. There is Edward Sheikh preaching the same message. Edward Sheikh is a member of the real SPLM of Paganamum who is negotiating peace. And this is my message to the government. The two rebel opposition are now preaching the war, the incident war, the recently war in Malakal. Those who are inciting, these are two rebel with their own agenda. So they can pressure the government. Is a member of Real SPLM have a show here, have so the shop. The Facebook, when the so the shop, fi aja isumu clubhouse. It is to 2 days. Bishitam pidenga, ko kuma guy pipi malakal kula kuma denga. Everything is denga, not about government of Salva Kiir. These are the language the Sholson are preaching. It is a pure tribal incitement against the Jieeng Padang. Anabas gulla akuma. If Paganamum cannot stop its own senior politician here in America preaching, inciting the war in Malakal against the Padang, and then what the government is doing with Paganamum, what kind of peace he's doing in Nairobi, when its member is here active in Facebook, in Clubhouse, inciting the war in Malakal between Shuluk and the Dinka. And this guy, the same time, is Chulukawi. He's not just a member. And what others, the members of the Dinkas who are in Paganamum, where the Chulukawi, where this Peter describing the Dinka are just a children of Lucifer. Bita Bible, Shaitan, Lucifer or Lucifer. That's what he say here in the social media. Agal Gabila Sumudenga de Yal Shawatin Nas Yani the language that were did during Bita Rwanda, these are the language the Shalason are using here in the social media, describing Gabila Galma, Mafik Zol Kois, Al Dengal Kois, a Dengal Mat. Ama Dengal guide Lisa Bitkelem Zainas Wilson in it, they are not good. The good Dengal the Zol is already Dafanu, is 3 feet underground in a graveyard. These are the good Denga. That's how they describe Denga. Nas Aramin, not mind do neither. For Anna Shafak Ton in the struggle with your network, sir. Let me stop here. But we game die capiat. Kolau getting a dul bioken German Chelwilla, Angal Nam. Ajal wood. Kegadi Kegacham wood kai. Kirana Tong Yaki, Ki Muk, Kichimana could buy.
So, Wilson, into Loy interrupted. Interrupted, Wilson, get out. Yeah, you mute yourself. I don't know, it happened at the same time, earlier. You don't tell Tony Chual Kun. Which then could be low bend the thing you need to open yourself. Wilton she sound she wrote my mute. So yeah, the man do the bijam. Video which boga low check let's say a ping ki ko dagu.
Okay. I will have one more. If I'm not to Wilson Tanaku, Bagamok Bagalejan, Kojan Jieeng Padang to North America. But I quite of Western Wall of the Koi Kai Winin, Modova, Gadia Padang, the Koi Kai Winin. Yana can cool Balu Katir and Juja read. Come a little person, Modon Tower head Baseo, and then the Kalam view. The Harp Babul der Harp. Figuring the Collo. Kumabuzul man do Arad Batao. El Denga in Arad Batao Rabana Halagna, Fenop Sarada, Denga Tapadang. Shuluk Robana Halakum Ferral Batam. Maban Robana Halakum Ferral Batam. Nuer Gate Man of Upper Nile State, Robana Halakum Muslim Fimakan room guiding few Muslim. Not the same thing to comma. Al Gadio Malakan, the Gadia of your Kalam, on in a Zema Gwil to Kalam to view. Because Lukan Zula Mama Catalopi UNMISS. ولدنا الكير لو ما مشي قتلوه في جمال يونمس كويس ما كنا بنتكلم كثير. لكن زول قتلوا جمال يونمس والناس الكاتل الناس اللي قتلوا كير ده ناس طلعوا من يونمس. يونمس عنده كاميرات. عشان كده قاعد نطلب من الحكومه بتاع ولايه قاعد نطلب من يونمس هم يجيبوا الناس اللي قتلوا الناس الشباب اللي قتلوا كده يجيبوهم في يقولوا محاكمه. ده حاجه رقم واحد. حاجه رقم اثنين بالنسبه للناس اللي قتلوهم اللي هم بيقولوا ان الناس اللي قتلوهم بدان يا قتل الجماعه دي هم يعرفوا كيف ان الناس اللي بدان يا قتلهم كويس. نزول اللي قوم واحد ميت ولايه ده فيه اكثر من 5 قبائل 63 قبيله جنوب السودان قاعد في ملكال. طبعا ده الناس من قبائل دي مش قتلوا الناس دي. انت عرفت كيف مثلا الناس ده بدان يا قتلهم. يو تيك اكزامبل انهم كان من الناس اللي قاعدين يمر في جوبا كويس. الناس اللي قاعدين يمر في جوبا ده لو في زول مات زول لو قتلوه في زول بقول لا الناس اللي قتلوا الزول ده بيكون باريه. نو طبعا نحن عارفين طبعا الناس المسؤولين الناس اللي عندهم اراضي الناس اللي عندهم تراب بتاع الجوبا الناس بتاعتها باريه. لكن زول لو مات يو كان سي ده زول ده قتلوا ناس باريه. انت ما بتقول كده كويس. انت بتمشي تفتح بلاغ كويس وتخلي القانون ياخذ اجراءات بتاعه اجراءات قانونيه كويس. حكومه يا بعمل شنو ناس موفيس يا بفتش شنو مثلا ده من يقتل الزول. the same things to حاجه اللي حصل ده في ملكال. لو كان شنو دايرين حل ولا هم دايرين حقوق بتاع الناس بتاعهم كويس كان يعمل the same step. يمشي يفتحوا بلاغ كويس وناس سي اي دي يعملوا بحث كويس. ما في قضيه ما في حاجه بقول زول ده مثلا يعني ما في حاجه بقول لك قال زول ده ما بلقوا كويس بلقوا زول قتل زول بلقوا. حكومه ما قاعده حكومه يدينه كبير يدينه طويل. عشان كده موضوعهم بدا ستي ماشي قتلوا زول ده غلط عشان يمشي يقتلوا زول because he is from Padang وهم ما عندهم دليل يثبت ان ده Padang يو قتل نازل ساي اسا نازل لو كان ماشي قتلوهم في حقوقه ماشي قبضوهم في حقوقه وقتلوهم في جوا حقوقه كل يقوم ميتين في حقوقه كان كلهم حق. والنازل مشي مسكون في باليت جوا باليت دي انسايد تاون كويس. مش اللي يقوم قتلهم ده كان سي اوكي احتمال يعني احتمال كمان يعني احتمال ده نازل لو قتلهم. اني بنقوله لو ولايه ده ريكورد فيسفول يونمس لازم يخش ويشوف يفتح كاميرات بتاعهم نازل بعرفهم. ما انه يونمس في اول حاجه في كهرباء في يونمس كهرباء في هاي رقم منين في كاميرات في يونمس. هم عارفين نازل قتلوا نازل زول ما ضربوه بسلاح زول قتلوا ببانجا. ما نزول قتلوا ببانجا بكون ناس عارفين كله بكونوا واقفين. زول قتلوا بسلاح ممكن زول ده زول بكون دس نفسه مكان بعيد. لكن زول قتلوه عديل كده جنب عربيه وجنب القصاص شنو قصاص بتاع اليونمس. يا جماعه لو يونمس ما داير يجيب ناس قتلوا ناس انا ما داير نمر بقطاعي. we don't want to be killed one by one. وطبعا شلوك معروف ناس قتلوا ناس وايد يعني شلوك ما بقول لك بينا كده يا كوي بود يعني اللي بيبنوا يكوشين بينا كويس. انا قاعد اقول شنو لو انا بضم صور براي لاخواني قبل الكلام بضم صور لمواد بضم صور لويسن تانكو انا شلوك لقيت في شنو زي ودو شنو زي يشيل في ملكان يودو طرف ثاني كويس يودو برا ثاني وسن نايل وسن سايد اوف ذا نايل. what I know شلوك لقيت في ملكان اللي قاعدين في يونمز they are not there because of insecurity no. ما عشان insecurity. لو كان في insecurity ليه قاعدين في شغل في السوق. انت بتشتغل في السوق بالنهار يعني في insecurity في السوق وانت عشان تمشي بيتك ما في insecurity. الكلام ده كيف there is no insecurity in ملكال كويس. قاعدين في يونمز simply because they have plans they have planning in the heart ده مثلا دايركتوا فلان واحد هاي رقم منين لقوا اكل مجان في يونمس free food okay. they don't want to work by the way majority of them they don't want to work okay. they just want to rely on UN يدوم اكل بس وياكلوا ينوموا زول يكون شبان. and we know from our cousin these people when they مثلا when they are certified زول بطن ده بيجي مليان بعمل اجار كاب انا عارفينهم كويس مون بيه وجوكوت اكرا يلو يريد اشي تكفت كينغ فدتك اكرا جينتك So UNMISS يشيلوا برا تاني لو هم دايرين UNMISS يقول ما يقولوا ترى تاني ما دايرين في هذا وهذا كل ما دايرين UNMISS في وسن في إيسن بانك اوف ذا نايل ما دايرين كل ودوا هناك because المشاكل كتير كل ما سنة ما دايرينه أسوي ولاية ناس قاعد يفكروا how to develop your state ولاية بتاعنا شلو قاعد يفكر إنه كيف هم يقتلوا فدا كيف يعملوا اسم شنو كيف يعملوا إرهاب أما الناس البساطة شلو اللي قاعد يتكلموا في ميديا وقاعد يعملوا بروباغندا يا جماعة ملكات now is calm كويس ملكات ناس حاليا ناس they are working freely أسواق شغالين كويس كلام ده قاعد تقول قال يا أخي there is door to door killing وكلام كثير that is total nonsense كويس ما بزول ولا سنجل زول واحد قتلوا ما في كله ده برنامج بس انتوا دايرين تدقسوا الجنوبيين وده يشوف بدأ الناس ما كويسين انتوا بتستفيدوا شنو؟ انتوا what are you going to benefit from it؟ لما تعمل بروباغندا زي ده ان في ناس قاتلين في ملكال ولايه ده ولايه تاوانتانو كلنا من مقدر الناس تكلموا حاجه good about our state instead of مثلا telling lie to other South Sudanese اوكي ما بحاجه بقول دور تو دور زي كيلينج دور تو دور كيلينج ده حاجه سهل لما نعمل جونوسايد في رواندا ده عالم ده كل ما سمع الكلام ده I don't think لو كان في دور دور كيلينج في ملكان انتوا تكونوا قاعدين في ميديا قاعد تضحكوا وفي زول اسمه ايدو رشيد ده this guy is a very evil man I remember لما اصل المشكله بين وايت ارمي وشلو لما الناس بتاع وايت ارمي قال they want to bring the head of red كويس جماعه الماجرو كله من راد بتاع رد ده مش يالو رئيس يالو ودو جوبا كويس vulnerable civilians اوكي دول الناس اللي ما عندهم قدرات شلوك اللي ما عندهم قدره اللي كان فضل في western side of the Nile هم مش وين all of them الناس اللي كان قاعدين وركون مش مبرن كان قاعدين في ملوت كله جا كان قاعدين في برا ملوت ده جاوا كل ملوت جبت governor the current deputy governor دينغ جونغ he was a commissioner of ملوت by that time هو مش شنو جا جماعه ديل كويس طلع شلوك ودهم مراكب ودهم بورات عشان يمشي يشيلهم جابهم جاهم في ملوت كويس جابهم في ملوت مبوس منهم مثلا سكنهم في مخزن كبير عملوا ده سكنهم فيه دينغ جو قال لنا طال ما جماعه جايين من حرب ما في اكل مشي السوق وقال لتجار اي زول يطلع الحاجه عندكم مشي للموظفين بتاع الحكومه ومشي للمواطنين بتاع الكوميونتي قال لهم يا جماعه these people they are our people we need to help them يا جماعه نين طلعنا حتى التيشيرت بتاعنا طلعنا من النار بتاعنا نين طلعنا ما ادينا لنا بيكون هم جايين من غير شنو من غير نالات هم جايين في مكان ده حرب جايين من جري كويس طيب نين لو كنا ناس كافيين قاعد نقتل الناس نين كنا بنعمل ما عمل كويس ده انا وضع انه لو كان برنامج ده اصل فدان واحد من فايامر وواحد من مقاطعه فدان بالير مثلا ومش اللي برتانا I don't think you guys you can do that good for them I don't think so انا متاكد لو كان دينغا يوقف دينغا فدان يوم مش اللي برتانا ان سيد انتوا سيتم انتوا كنا بتقولهم you can kill them اوكي ده ما اعرف بالنسبه لاخواننا مثلا شنو كويس سو يا جماعه لو كان دينغا جو كان زول كاب زمان كان ما عمل لكم خيرات في مولود حتى في فنان داكم جا طلعوا قال دينغ جو يبقى جاك وقاعد يطلب من قال يا اخي وبيطلب من الفقير يكون والي زول يجيب والي هسه يور صلوات داكم ده زول هسه بيجي يجيب تقافنا كويس بيجي يجيب قال بحاجه كويس انتوا كنتوا ايمان ولا شيخ ده قال شنو في لاي بتاعه قال شنو نرجع لكلام بتاعه وجاكم قال ما بدينغا قتل شنو we have them we have records they are in records okay today the guy is telling different thing he's saying different thing you see this contradiction yesterday you were telling that you were saying there is no single Chuluk killed by Dinka and today you are saying that Dinka they are killing Chuluk in Upper Nile look at that man الراجل ما عنده كلمه واحد كلمه ثابته يعني ما عنده كلمه واحد ما في عشان كده انا قاعد اشوف زول ده this guy is an opposition okay if you are an opposition من مقدر he can oppose just only the government but what he is trying now to do is an incitement is trying to create some chaos in Upper Nile State okay that type of opposition is not a hellish opposition that is also called negative opposition when you are negative the guy is real so negative okay is trying مثلا يقرب اللاقى اللي كان كويس القاعد في ولايه اوكي وانا ما اعرف هو ما يستفيد شنو اوكي لو هو فاد من لو زول بتاع ريال اس بي ال ام جزء من سلام up to now Government of South Sudan is negotiating with SPLM, with SPLM, with real SPLM Tabagana Mum. So, Ogat for media and Gadamulchuno. Hello, got a Kalam Gazult, real SPLM, and got a Kalam Kashulu. Okay? So, Ajama, Nubandoman Hakuma, and in a Kapadang, we are very peaceful community. Very, very peaceful community. We are very respectful community. In our history, okay, in history of Padang, we don't attack people. Okay? And I want to assure this, Junubin Kulum. Mas and Mara, I don't know, I'm Masas Umre, Mas le come 13 sana, Mas le come 13, Arbo 13 or 13. Umas and Mara Shukta, and Denka, Min Padang, Yabda and Baliet, or Lebda and Toy Root, or White Powing. Gato Bar Shanum Shagol Fishuluk Baratan. No, the same thing to Badia to Bongong Lalayak. Mas and Mara Gato, Shar, Gato Bar, Lena, the same thing to Dongjol. Lenas no Fimolo, Leabalia. Mas and Mara does Gato Shuru, Bahar no Shagol Veneta. At a Mashakal Zaman Rassel Ben Dongjol or Shuluk. The Shuluk Yojo. Don't Yojo, Majid Magam Jagam Rajo, because Raman Gary said, no zone into legitimate Tajam Magan, but you will not succeed. Yes, what I know, the Anumugul Denga is minority in Upper Nile State. They see themselves as majority. Even though you are majority in your land, you have your own place. Rabana Halak, Khair, Jab Nil, Kabota Badana, because of bad hard without the Yoraba Jab Nil, Ujakata Venus, Anamutaka Taman, Lukanma Panil Venus, Lukanma Panil Gata Benel, the Nen Gabel Del, Anamutaka Chuluganga rather than Malaka, and Anil Kul belong to them. Mukanga Lukide. Ushum, Ajama, Nisba Junubin. As Hadin Padang and Nalbushuba and Galum, your problem that we are not problem to this government. And I want to tell you, Nima Mushkil Kumada. Okay, Lukanza Kumina Zarinkan of you, we defend this government. Quest, we defend this government to hell. And I'm target in 1983, the Manas Mushubara. Uja Mushkil Kanas in 1981, 1991. The Mariak Murduma Nas Pagana Nas Lama Kola Jawin. Quest? They'll Kulu Margo. Shulu Kulu ma buzul fadal lebino ma buzul fadal wara jongarang da lama kol da pagana mum wiya denga jak da nazar busar dal fadal kan ma basakar waram kan ma basakar waram tamam tukun gaid ma indeng nasa gora paganda kan masalan fi kan fi yal shulu gaidin be wara lama kan fi harka shabi the same thing to wiya hal wiya da kan du nas waram nas shulu ma fi we are Riek lama call Jamul to forgive it for sure. Laser and Dispel United, El Kanga if you were Shuluk, Baratana, Lay Alfeno Hamsa, getting for Salam Arab. They were in peace with Arab. Quays, getting for peace Marab. Shankida, home you guys you cannot be proud of South Sudan. And into Manatu Dispel Manatu with Padang Dokulo. I want to assure you, Nubin. Kanma Montagar Arab, Magar Hajam Fium. كان ما في مكان عرب ما قادر يجيب أنتنو فوق يوم عشان يجي يقتل الناس كويس عندنا النص بتاع الفدان نص بتاع الحركة الشعبية ده عشان جنوبين مرات تاريخ جنوب السودان اللي قاعد يسجلوا حاليا في أجاد مزيفينه في أجاد ما حقائق كويس فدان ده حاليا قاعد يدرسوا ناس ما درس ما الكلام ده بتاع فدان ده يال بتاع فدان المعرف في الحركة الشعبية أسمع قاعد يذكرهم زي ما أن جنوبين تاني قاعد يذكرهم عشان ما قاعد نتكلموا كويس ولاية اسمه ملكال ده Lumar Kashabi, Luma Mitka Padang, Luma Padang, kan ma bhaji gula lanil. Kuis? 2013 البدا المرجع قام برضه مرض. ريم مرض سلوك مرض بوراه كله. قالوا إنه they want to fight Dinka. Okay? When they say they want to fight Dinka, هم قالوا إنه they want to eliminate Dinka القاعد في النيل كله يمشي برغزال. Just see قال Dinka القاعد في النيل كله يمشي شنو برغزال. This is what they say. لكن because we are men نحن رجال كويس نحن قدرنا ندافع الأراضي بتاعنا ده أنا متأكد لو كان ما فدان قاعد في النيل لو كان ما فدان قاعد في النيل ده ولا يبانتيو جونغلي وملكان لو كان مير مسوا كلهم SPLM مثلا الناس تال أيو مسوا كلهم ريبو لو كان مسك مناطق ديل كله أنا متأكد ديل كان نفوسهم دولة والله فوسهم لا لازم ديل كله كان نفوسهم دولة كويس لكن ما بعد ننفذهم دول because في Padang within that territory. You cannot declare yourself while there is people there. ناس ما مقتنعين بالكلام بتاعك. كويس كان ننفذهم. So يا جماعة نحن ما لنا ساكت. نحن ما لنا ساكت وشكوى جول. إن رسالة يقول بالله مونجي ينكو بنا لا جامس ما نبتيك في كلام هاوس كلام فارغ. سيد مونجي ينكير بيا لا جام كلام فارغ قال Padang إنه مشكلة. أني ما مشكلة. All 63 tribe بتاع South Sudan now they are making this mobilization big for Monjang. Wait, so in the Kalurkana, we do work saga, do work. I achieve a Kuruku agree one another. Galmonjang over to the hey, you to the both told the man, and what you law, book law, Bukalama, quite a one that Hadaka. I shall not answer you, Tom Dunayarwan, Kijam Kalam Faragwan, Zaman one, and the walk over Miskala. Who would you Miskala? And even Bianca, you don't angles, you know. The Shiramano Kaji. Enga de miskela tena dumunu yaw miskela dazul rakab fi rakab yaw miskela wala inta zul wala inta zul rakab fi yaw miskela mana zul rakab fi da yaw miskela jamaa de jo fi arad badana kujara ko fi na masala fi rakab badana wais they will take us from wala and you are blaming Padang and Padang yaw miskela you just see this high يعني شوف القضاء القاعد في راس جنوبيا تانين ابيك المونجين كويس مونجين bago nim tembe wogza yungo sa fidino mo anin panda kana ayne pan tem junu Sudan اقتصاد جنوب السودان هل يواقف بنسبة 70% من فدان كويس في يوم قلنا كلام ده ما قلنا كلام ده سو يا جماعة احترموا فدان مو نيان كو وانا لا جام كلام فارغ تدين انا واسما دين مشاكل يو تنا مشاكل مو نيان بن مشاكل جل مو نيان كو كي يقول قال كي مشكله ده وفي ناس بقول برضو قال دين قال قال جمن على النيل قال جمن قال هنا فدان جينا من برغزال نين ما جينا من برغزال كويس ربنا خلقنا في مارات فدان ده كويس سو يا وسنور انا زعلان شديد انا زعلان عندي في ورد تريب وني مونجين كوك وكج بان بيتي سو بتقول لي جلال وني لا يبتو كوي
yen adik ton in chaleja pay jam pe da pay yen yi che klane ko rem gup ku yi jel bi luel an ran chol ngo yi jene klane a luel and then what I would say until I die ade ko je jam luel wege akuma ka jam go ba kuma jam go ba kum etno on chile akuma lebi jo jam go pe na mana ko akuma ne ko wani yen monjing ko ne jam ke monjing ku ko ye chol Padang ko yindi ko kin gi chokon ta fu ni tiam Padang je jade ting wan to ong pi har ka chabe e go tin ko ka Padang na le chitong ben de lwe lai wat ka Padang a tho that what they know but they never went to our land bi go ting ko yin chimane ko je jo jam ku je lwe la je ki lu gang up ko ja ge ni akuma di Junub Sudan ku ja lwe la ke Padang de mekela wok da do ko chimge mon jinga ga tinga da pi bargadal pi jongale wala pi aje de northern bargadal ki tinga twa benara na ta da ngwem twing ke we ke you from the oil I hear we ke you from the rock da ne ya muglo pi bargadal o I hear we ke you from ho ke ga pi bargadal we ke you from the oil 85% of oil money e ben pi malut 85% of oil ke ben pi parian oil to pi sarjat achin more well chikito pi oil no mute yourself and then about any measure. So these people, individual Denga, they need to be taught about our history of Padang. Sorry, somebody is calling from other device somewhere. Kiyena kwiki koike monjing again though they should know where is the source of income that jakoki Junub Sudan mokiman tele injiba ariade ke ge Junub Sudan ache ariade ke oiran ke wiwok ida in lupi cherka
we ke bente ni cherga en ga wo le to ne en de income bi South Sudan achin agriculture achin factories so ku ja alwe le yina again is ko fadang chi go brio jani tike da bando jibo ben chimane wondi ti yiga rieng machani ne yiga we ko nga wondi to jibo kir mayadi de latin government building to pijibo kata wan jil women they were built with the oil money so ningera ne lwel gale junbu Sudan abu mu pi violent this time you Padang people need to accept it to learn South Sudan mu pi violent question government law because law follow kino ko jigela because nyale chango go de kuke ko je law violent they can die they can shoot you can die you can shoot them they can die because the kalam party target there ko chi ke biya a chwai resort ke bai chiman chara jala loy bar ga dal chiman wa le kir ma yadi len arabat cho lui kamakon arabat wa la bura chan bi cha bla long la ni go ke la loy kamakon le la ka la loy bar ga dal ale ke la ke bar ga del chin ki pion na le jam ke pion bilwel pan ke mi da kai go o go to wa ne to ke lui kir ma yadi protect wan tero bi bantiu di tu yangeki wan tero pariang wan taro pi Malakal ten ke akuma di Junub Sudan den ka bar ga de lui ku protect the same thing 1991 ka akuma chiki log benti ne lui ku ne kon lui protect wan chi nuer ben chena ayo chena sim daman ring Machar achin nuer chi dong ke lui garang support e pure individual wona asa kere ka to pi jej bita aspiale lakin majority of Upper Nile people eke chia la rieng Machar when ka on bitong jiba ben chi lui success because je take chiki ngi elu ngi that is ngi haja de wona nyar wel ken they don't know huh? They don't know wan bantu ka chila ayo ben bantu dan jo wan chi o mati na wan lo tongo jiba ke ba ku do ngina mo ku ke bainda ke to ke ta van de ngai le ku naki ho ku ke kai ta ku mata wi because oga monja ina nego so lucky monjing lu ya gene ji Padang ne monjing lu ya gene de ke Padang o be chin ta ora antar o be chin ga antar ka big pingle because I think we big oga tamade they are get rich with our resources. Let them leave us alone. Let us fight. Now, which big duck, let them fight. Let the Jabena walk park. Kuna la Junub Sudan in front of Kir Mayadi because Kir Mayadi a quick law in. Chimana get your pion, you quite about the Kir Mayadi. Quite jam, Chiman in your jam, king with a chulu. Kuke well like peas and a law. They peas in one side community, young bitch, Kuben jam one side community, Uka community to another makela. It's a pot biki lel wan in king to look dog ko ko Padang lang yo kipin kwen gi me ko dun ujaki ben. This is how you do parent in the world. In she want area taken care president. Now one chol ko Padang king chulu ka chan bi jam ke jiba ke jai ke chulu. The same chulu Louis run on social media. Ayen keden get to it one chak to it do ko ko ngi Jieeng Padang to piala nil kuduna ya to it. Kuduna ya rio ningi che rio ninga ta go ti ko ke game tin ga Junubin ago kire Malakal ago laito is that big no could be well wipe out and then they will do it they will take it but I don't believe the people that wide out ke chulu tuma nun chine wel daman wana harka majority of them ke chi garan maybe chi lu support I was there with Pagana Amon and to komodo ta John garang de we are young ye na to lo ran chal Pagana I know him very well. He cannot lie in my face. So chiman en jolwe an SPLM. The SPLM be mile 14 below create katatin. Why chen ke the mile 14 chen en loy defend.
Ai wa wan mo di defend ai.
Eh. Tene loy an really SPLM. Wan en loy len ben jam bi a lui compare New York ni bi a ke mama mira. Gal South Sudan we will hand over the UN. Kepa gana mo? So they all useless leaders in South Sudan. If we don't have a useless leader in South Sudan, Pagana Mom should not be named again in the SPLM. Because he's the betrayer. Again, we have useless leaders who don't know the right of the people, who don't know the right of the country. That's why you Pagana Mom make a bella jam SPLM. Your SPLM name will buy over to the UN. Huh? Ketan Chino leader to Pijunum Sudan, leader land Damwell. This is what we know. Actually, leaders when they fight for the right of citizens. Okay, to take a leader the Louis country represent. Why can UNMISS? Can coin no cam? Ku UNMISS actually accountable. Ku UNMISS actually accused so many times on calling them la bargadal on leke dom mitkurumbe. When they can't well come and te by bed dotan. Neka agar ke ba ke Malakal. Ku big ben be Upper Nile. Ku bi chulu bijoti. Ke lo ke ni show. Lakini awe lo ko len tia pia de ngal jen ka wo pia la yang ko kuna nake kulu yom. You guys need to open eye this time. If they below a violent, go for it. Below a peace negotiation, go for it. These two choices. And I'm not here to incite anything. I'm telling the facts. Because the Chilean government jumped in. Question UNMISS jumped in. What the joti do you know?
Ayen banki
When God is coming to rescue you, if there's no government, if there's no UNMISS, what be ya na kuliyam? A unit on jam ga dig koi kun, jam ga dig koi kun kapada, jam ga dig. Yen
usangor jam
kam bidia kene twaki kiri mayari wala bag biyen nga twaki yen. Bi pinga dik ki yokulwe lene o mit kapada. Yokulwe kam kene to see you and which be responsibility no can Louis shut down. Kun la relocate in Chuluk area take a koi Chuluk. Na ye koi kenwe can la to the town with in Lagina chi will so when koi kenwe a chick laja on chica keg kamage no aja. A majority to do a Chuluk. So like ya kuma, tichena na kuma, you guys take the rule on your own hand. And a bell I talk. Thank you.
ai usangor shukran katir. Ayen taman kundu ya usangor. Yana wi ba banka go za banka na Padang. Because wo gona wo Padang ukinin bode wonte very strong bode like kadan no chuluke in Juba in South Sudan. That body in South Sudan achi tiang ko won chi tiang lier ko liri ko won masala bas they just there ke buga chola bany. That body has been there for almost now 11 years or come years. What's functioning? It's not functioning. In this Padangana. So should woman I look further starting from a kid up to top one ke randit I was sorry ban ko ke jam ke in atal bany ken na jam ko tin kedin bany gan Padang re ke ngwe ga bany ngwe jam ku junubin yande ko wi junubin ngi machi mo ngi ki di ci belo wanen reis ci belo wanen dor jeng to ga ya baru ge to ku ci koy pal tong ci pal ko ci ga pal ban ran la jala kat ning jala kat ran ci jaka ding bi jado mo ki ku bi ban jadu fortek ku jibe jam ge mo e nyam ci gi wanen mo ngi ki kan nyam ci president ki duel so werke ko ci ga pal wo ko ci ga pal ko kan za da fursa na ci pal ku nyut real da ja ko za du alu bu nyut ke shulu ka bu nyut ke عشان بيكتين كويس بالنسبه للوق زو بدان وانا وجي لا تورچو ka تورچو na uji kaiwe wana to kan kwesi dit waja to chu to wan saga to chu gai a to chu gai wan in the name that nu urle ke kai watanin wan tu chu to lu join so Sudan now tingi wo ngene padanga nga lakini to wana chu gai binok
It's not too late. It's not too late.
a chu gai wan
It's not
afi
too
shuf
late. I
Yeah,
thought the lagin Padang or exist. I saw that
yeah,
is part of Chena
yeah.
Gijam Katin.
Yeah, higher coming as a work in Liaridana. One take a kum the national government of the national unity, the current government one take in. Be the first vice president, be the vice president Kadi. Kadi government, education not nothing. Not Karo, from unity, from unity state. Yanding, Chiban Kiran, Ben Kiran, then Soa, who are on the jungle state. Wes, anangachi ben ke one Kiran and Kran, Kiran and Kiran and Nikature. Where's the Monikature? Anangachi ben Kiran Bargazal. Kiran and Jiban Padang, simply because we can get away. Government does recognize, government does, you part of that government. I can we recognize the man of you and of Begaran by Panda. Taking a jam women fee presidency. Kiran at all. So for the Kana, we call Monyang, we call Padang, another boy in lip. Akuma Kanaki go, Akuma Kan, Mawagamana Kuluku. You can walk a man of 4 Kanachil by Panda. We be up from Jam Shuluk Muscle. Kalamparo Shuluk, in big galloping. One in the money in the Kalumbaja, see Jam Dapping. وصلت مر تكلم كده كان اذان له.
Okay. I put it there. Go ahead.
So كنو كو منجين كو بدان اي ngor is not too late. Door kana da ena fodo lo rukana abu lo.
Esa on duken ade ta on jam kudite.
Azan barra bunge cho.
Oh, okay. Kala jam. It's okay.
So ko padang lazim door kana yani bugram gunye tin ran wona en be en sin be sin kana ena ko birlo nyin be nyin kwes kulej be lej ena kulu yiman. Kwes we don't care ngi government lil government ngul bilwel. Kwes sin the government now kwa kana ki ko jam ke government hindi kan government ko protected. UNMISS one South Sudan ke because of protection and they're not protecting ko kin ke Riek fi UNMISS ke ko ban nok barra ke ko ban nok bi ko shige jam ko UNMISS mo shige ke ko ti ke ko ken Riek because it's citizen the UNMISS ko retana they don't ask them why ngo ko nok bi kwes suppose ke shige ba ben bi ke shulu won of UNMISS shige ben bi great and UNMISS inside UNMISS shige ja ci ko bi marwai kwes ti shige ja ci ko bi so yo so ngor yenza yang government kana ga gret because government actually be مستفيد بالنسبه للبترول ده النسبه 99% والنسبه 90% كيو تشول كو opposition يو تشول كي كوي راجرت ما بقى راجا سو كوي government they are dying because of pollution كويس there is pollution now in areas بتاع padang لويغو oil tinda كويس na jam ko بيجي ko yanaki كويس this is the time that you start to want to kill people that no jam ko mo do pollution كويس وكوي كاشي مستفيدين حتى the share that when gam ko it's not enough share when gam ko jo wonte oil for producing state achila ways you cannot give them 3% only 3% ways 5% da kana lo dan wilaya okay within 5% 2% lo state kana lo state man alui governor yen use ke guys pelem ayo Riek Machar alui use wajo ko ye wajo ke ways ye go ma ke wo ko ka ken dong le gidam ko kuma kana che jam tin kuma chingi here na jam ko gi gal ya ko padang na mushkila wo mushkila jogo mushkila nango kana wilaya wo do kulu muga wo do kulu kin muga dong de ayu woto wes aliu jogo mushkila pingo e kalam far sagan min junubin ko jam kaga wo kalam far min ko hukuma za ko yunde hukuma gala wilaya yana hukuma da wo to ga yoy le darje wilaya dan jol malakal ya ngorana bugulek gafna era na yu ranunta muge fainan nuke ran ayu ranunta ban nuke me ranunta ban nuke me ran ayu sup kanga je ka galibin kam kai ayu ban je na foda
che foda okay chin
je
pio
foda the key position da kam muzitu
ko chin pio akuma mo ko chin pio ko ku history they don't know the history
so
the joga history de padang ka chile bi bo ga la turn down kuen ga la chin ngul ko ke kin book peace that's what we need let them eat their oil money lakin they will eat the oil money ko kai ko nake no hell no
asa the fisher ko wana de fisher ka jol sinaidro wan kan bada yamul shar ben rang le malakan ko bile be ko be fiji shirka kan jiba raju wani sai mun kun ku ja mun jeng za mun jeng big shar big raj murwar kompile lo re ga ci ban nyai ga ko we imiti wana ci be gam shara can bi shar loy be re be jo be gala kon le ga bargazal le ga shawara bargazal loy yena palo kan palo ci kalam far
yena book tiyo ya yene our message, but the UN can be shut down, could locate somewhere. That is it. We have to say it in a peaceful way. Now, peaceful way come and then violent way. A true choice. This is how life in the whole world, in the universe, peaceful mean, which are violent mean. This is the only choice. So I keep be innocent people. Chiman ran walo sajer I knock. Ngan me men the long muk. Ngan me children ke long muk. Kukel lo sajer. Kulako nak. Ene UNMISS that UNMISS need to get the hell out. You need to you need to protest about this. UNMISS need to be closed down. Tell them to locate those IDP out of Malakal. Period. And you see what Kichira will tell you. Let me show this Kichira and Goten. You see, you read it by yourself. What this person said. I hope you see that as my viewer. You have seen that. I'm not the one who wrote it. It's somebody else. And it's the same thing. We are in the same page.
Yeah, jam ragan isa. Jam tazu kalam tazu da usal ngot esa. Yani UNMISS. Kan UNMISS get sila garim shi UNMISS kef. Sila garim shi UNMISS kef. Gade khujju kef. Modani la gaidim UNMISS da. Mush dil na man mush UNMISS. Atalo if you are a soldier and you run to UNMISS camp, انت بتخلي السلاح بتاعك وكاك بتاعك برا كله في يونس انك قاعد في الجيب تخش جوا انت جاي خلاص you are no longer a soldier, you are there for protection, you are asking for protection. طيب سلاح غير كيف
UNMISS rebel again the government.
Yeah, they are rebel. Yes, they are white rebel. They are white rebel.
Is the rebel again the government of South Sudan? Quite Kiir Mayadi kage useless leaders can't inside South Sudan. They don't see it. A one leader to go thing leader one former governor Maturishut one energy convoy the UNMISS and man and watch them treat bidding like you on lake we big a bag baradan la unity state kweke gagi ben kele la ake ko ke UN kuyen teleke mandate beta United Nations leke again queen United Nations is not allowed to take any gun to purchase gun and put it in the country where there is a war. It's a violation of their mandate. Okay, Kilo is South Sudan because we have a government. We not make those individuals accountable. We have a government, lawless government. It no jolo tin bi UN be more than in chol chimanera and aja noko panga ayubu panga. It's a port back sura then back here all over the internet. I can get here go bitsura the bidia lochi bitwa jo yu ngara bung nyot koi pinam koi win ya humanity big thing. And why we are again the UNMISS to be closed down big thing. Kuleg mon Jieeng len ko ki ya blind fool like ana ni chiga ti chiran mas ke mon chulu kalwel ke lwel chulu ke ne ku ke lwel Padang elwet
no ma we ko mo nyen ko we dot bijala jam jiran la lej fi de wala gal fela ran quest there you get yourself kan yere yeke ti ko yani you see yourself as a big man like the ran jol karan gela jamren ko ran jol idora chegal e modula nyaran pat ko you get happy dan yan ti jalle ta kalam far quest so e uso ngor yam ko jitana
oh we take you guys go share the video. I have no problem. Get their own device. Your device. In the studio. I say my problem. You need to find a way that Lubina Ben on the show. If there is a show, I cannot control it. Thank you. Mary Law, you're not my friend on Facebook. I cannot bring you for some reason. Wilson Abiel, you didn't come back, so show a book politan. Jamun chi Wilson jam jam chi ran Charlton jam. Kuja jam chan jam ayoko enough. Our message clear. Camp in Malakal town need to be closed down. Through what we said here. through the concern our civil population in Malakal are raising. Government need to listen to it. If the government is not doing anything, the government of UNMISS not doing anything, the government of Salva Kiir is not doing anything, you guys could choose the best choice. You have to choose the best choice. Be make the UNMISS they call a knock inside with their talk. You need to solve it. God will never come and solve it. It is you. The people of Padang, Chuluga again is you in your own place. They create insecurity. They are not good people. Show them. If we are not good people, why we have a lot of Shuluk people? They are staying in Malus, they are staying in Akoko, they are staying in Baliet, they are staying in Malakal. If we were not good community, how these people will stay with us? Ask yourself such a question. Ask yourself. If you say this community is not a good community, how come that we are hurting the civilian and we don't do anything to them? Nobody killed them. We consider them like our brothers and sisters. We consider them like South Sudanese. So this UNMISS camp, they make it the place to hide. It need to be shut down or it need to be relocated in the West Bank. Period. Government of Kiir Mayari need to do something, but government of Kiir Mayari is a lawless government. And Kiir Mayari they said it by himself that kill yourself over there. If you whoever be defeated, you run, come to Juba, and I will come and help you. How come that all the tribe can run from their place and come to Juba? All the tribe or all people in the state, they can run from their place and come to Juba, and then the government come and help them. Is it a nice word for a president to say to the public or to the world to hear it? That's what President Kiir said. I'm not making it up. President Kiir said it in his address to the nation. So we're quite about ngojak beti tie we quite we mapia kuluyum koy kuna nake achin galwelgi chara chi loy bay panun achin galwelgi we ko jade ekala te koy pe bi ka taje loy ku koy kuna chi ka me we bi ka lui taje ci man ci ko jo chwai bar ga dal ran ben ke yo ko de tarang wem tu ben bi bar ga del ci kon chwai wala bor ci kon chwai ke we ko jada ka ci ko chwai junu ne le grane ne ja chwai we ko yo ko no is that a business man e we ko yo is there somebody working in the government e we ko yo I hear we ko rak kwa che we ko jini ko we pi bar ga dal ke ci ko chwai arabari ke ge pi jiba ka e bar ga dal ke ge ka aklo e we ko bar ga dal ke kon jang mini chagpin. When look, you guys need to put the system of the government because they work a majority in the government. I check government. I will make a government and they can qual government. Government with lawless. Na jam hinak tikini iluel hinak. So we been I work because we been Kurana blog ben. I begin knock these people, and then you still come. There's no shortcut in life. You can live 100 years, but you're still gonna die. So do koi right for target. Back Padang shola lui abuse. Chiman he said kake jolo kumo ko chikon gat ko chiding well to ko gup kunaki ko. Kaka jo bela yin power. Akilelo ngo big yo respect ko mental lento ganim ke to eliminate these people. Chiman position muke kuma ke Malakal. E chuluku benen muke. Ku chuluka again denga. Ku denga ke de nim city. Kudenga ke panene na waje woyol tin ku ka gilwe la chake ko ku woyol la waje ba fanen do they have a brain really? Do they have a brain to think? So have a wonderful day.